layer 5. Yep, we're on layer 5 now. We got picture. Perfect.
Welcome to Waupaca, sports fans, as it is a volleyball night here in Wisconsin, as tonight it is the Waupaca varsity girls taking on the Abbotsford varsity girl Falcons. The Comets, who are undefeated on the season, will take on the Falcons tonight right here at Waupaca High School in beautiful Waupaca, Wisconsin. I am Jack Weber. My producer is Brendan Retzloff, and we are so excited to be with you tonight. Sorry for the little technical difficulties. We were having some problems, but we fixed it. And we got everything working. So there should be no interruptions from this point on. We're going to go take a commercial real quick, and we'll be right back. Sorry about that.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time.
Game time is going to probably be delayed just a bit because the JV game ran long between Abbotsford and Waupaca as the Comets get ready to leave the court, as Abbotsford will start their warm-ups. We hope to get started as soon as possible. While we're waiting, let me tell you about our friends at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm, get ready for fall cleanup at Fleet Farm. Get all the gear you need, from mowers and spreaders to grass, seed, and fertilizers. Plus, check out supplies for outside jobs like pressure washers, shed, and paint. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. It's actually my first volleyball game I've ever called. For those of you not familiar where Abbotsford is, it is near Marshfield and Wausau, more northern part of the state. Stevens Point area, closer to the Point area. Also want to thank all the officials and line judges who are here tonight. We appreciate you doing your job and doing a great job. WIAA is privileged to have some of the best officials in the country to officiate these matches, and they always do a fantastic job. Waupaca got a win against Ross Holt their last time out. They are 5-0, the Comets. I believe we got the schools. We need to have the schools switched. While we are waiting for the game to start, I also want to tell you about all the fun you can have at Par 4 Resort. The beautiful Par 4 Resort in Waupaca is home to 18 fun-filled holes at the Foxfire Golf Club, as well as a full menu of delicious lunch and dinner options at the Par 4 Bistro. Get your friends and family together and head to the Waupaca favorite for dinner, golf, and overnight stay at Par 4 Resort in Waupaca. Again, that's Par 4 Resort in Waupaca. I know one person. Oh, looks like we are about to start the national anthem, so I will go silent, and we will be with you in just a second. Here for the Abbotsford starting lineup. Sydney Faltasek, number 2, a junior. Callie Rush, she's also a junior. Cressida Escalera, she is also a junior. Tatum Bargender, a sophomore, number 7. A junior, Summer Broadhagen. Haley Soik, a senior. Adriana Rivera, number 16. And now we'll hear for the Comets. As number 2, Alexis Schultz, a senior. Peyton Carlson, number 3, a freshman. Junior Jody Peterson, number 9. Olivia Grawl, another senior, number 11. Grace Bogard, number 14, also a senior. Number 15, Brooklyn Johannick. And finally, number 1, Natalie Waller. She is a sophomore, and there's the starting lineup for the Comets. As the handshakes at the center of the court. And we are almost ready to get this one underway between Waupaca and Abbotsford. The Comets and the Falcons. Should be a good one tonight. We're almost set to get going here. There's a chest bump between Waller and Johannick. As Callie Rush set to serve it. And away we go. And that is returned by Waller and hit back by Schultz. And that is hit back over the net, back to the Falcons. Serving it back to Bargender, and that is going to hit the net, and that will be a 1-0 start for the Comets. Well, there's Peyton Carlson. No. There's a serve and a nice save. That is hit back over. And hit by Bogard, and that is going to drop in. A nice spike from Grace Bogard, and it's 2-0 Comets early. Just to let you guys know, I am a little rusty. I have never called volleyball before. I'll do my best. And there's serve, and it is hit back. And that is sent by Broadhagen, and she sends it, and that is good for a point. It is 2-1 as the Falcons are on the board. And that will land in the visiting stands, and a lucky photographer gets to grab the ball, and we'll toss it back in. As Sydney Faltasek will serve it, and that is hit by Waller. And that is tipped over the net, and a nice hit from number 11, Olivia Grawl, and it's 3-1 Comets. Just the slightest little tip there, but she's able to get it over the net and out of the reach of the Abbotsford defenders, as that was out of the reach of Presida Escalera. As that is served by number 10, Sydney Ruffalo, and that is going to get a point for the Falcons. And that'll make it 3-2. As coming in for the Falcons is number 6, Faith Spurl. And close, and that did just land on the line. say why is it called a fault?
Because they messed up.
Oh, okay. Apologize, as that is a fault. Service fault. As that was number 11, Olivia Grawl. As that is served back, and that is gonna get in there. Nice hit from number 13, Jaden Rothenberger. As it looks like, oh no, I apologize. Jenna Doro, I was looking at the Abbotsford lineup, as Alexis Schultz will come back in, and she will serve it for the Comets. 5-3 Waupaca early, and that is hit up in the air, and that is hit by Spurl, and that is gonna be out of bounds, and it'll be 6-3. As that is, and off the hands of number 3, Callie Rush, and a good serve from number 2, Alexis Schultz, and it's 7-3 Comets. Here's Schultz, and that is served and hit by Adriana Rivera, and that is going to be returned. And nice save by Rivera. Right there is Faltasek, and that is going to be hit over by Haley Soik. And a tip, and that is hit up in the air by Brodhagen. And that's hit back by Spurl, and that is going to be knocked over the net and back to the Comets. As that, there is a fault. So the Falcons pick up a point. It's which I knew that, and I was making a joke about that earlier, and I still didn't. That is served into the net. That'll be a service fault. And it is 8-4 Comets. And that is returned and hit by number 9, Brodhagen. Back over the net, and that is hit by number 14, Grace Bogard. And that is hit back from the Falcons. And that is Bogard again. And there is Spurl, and that is hit over by Rush, and that is going to go. So a point for the Falcons. It's 8-5. We have a substitution for the Falcons. Tatum Bargender will come in for Spurl, as Summer Brodhagen will serve. And that is going to be long and out of bounds. And it is 9-5 Comets. Here is Waller. And a nice serve, and that is returned by Faltasek. Back up top to Schultz, and that is returned. Right there is hit over, and it was tipped, but it was able to fall between the Comets. That was Haley Soik, number 14, able to knock that over, and it's 9-6. As Rush serves, and that is hit over as Schultz bumps it, and here are the Falcons. That is hit over by number 7, Tatum Bargender, and Schultz tried to save that after it was hit by number 1, Natalie Waller, but it was not enough, and it is 9-7, and Abbotsford able to string together a couple of points here and make this game more interesting. As that is served by Rush, hit over by Schultz, back to Bogard, as that is Brodhagen, served back by Soik, and that's going to sail out of bounds. And boy, here come the Falcons. 9-8. Here's Rush again, as hit by Waller. Schultz back to Grawl, and that is blocked. And this is a tie game. It's 9-9. Rush had a nice string of serves here as she hits it. Schultz back to Grawl, and that's long, I believe. Oh, no, yes, that was long. It's out of bounds, and it's 10-9 Falcons. Oh. Correction. And there's going to be a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school volleyball here on Zaleski Sports.
Enjoy Waupaca's finest restaurant, whether you're in the mood for fresh
Score remains 10-9 Falcons after the timeout, as Rush will serve it again. And that is hit out of low, as that's a dig. And that is Bogard, and that's going to be in. Just snuck it in front of the line. And the Comets tie it at 10. That was a nice hit by Bogard, a nice spike. Josie Peterson will serve. And returned by Rivera. And that is blocked. Rivera's right there to clean it up. Back to Bargender, and she sets it over. And I believe illegal hit. Illegal hit. Double fault. Or double hit, I apologize, which is a fault. 11-10 Comets. As Peterson, there's Soik, and a nice hit, and a good recovery. There's Bogard. Rivera is there to clean it up. Back to Broadhagen, and there's Bogard, and there is going to be sent in, and that is going to be a point for the Comets, as that was number 3, Peyton Carlson. And it's 12-10 Waupaca. Here's Josie Peterson. She serves it, back hit by Soik. And that is hit over by the Falcons. And just out of the reach of Rivera. That was Bogard. 13-10 Comets. Volleyball is much, after just calling nothing basically but football games and baseball, volleyball, I must say, is much more fast-paced as Peterson serves. And that is... There's Rivera, and that is Soik hitting it over. And that is returned by the Comets, and a nice hit. There's Bogard, a little set. Back to Bargender, and Soik is blocked. And it's 14-10 Comets. Here's Peterson again. And that is going to be long, and that is going to be out of bounds. So the Falcons pick up a point. A couple of nice serves there from Peterson. And that'll bring up Sydney Faltasek to serve for the Falcons. There's Peterson. Serving it up, and that is a great spike from number 11, Olivia Grawl. And it's 15-11, and the Comets get that point right back. So Grace Bogard, who's had a couple of nice spikes, will serve now for the Comets. And that is right into the net. That's a serving fault. And it is 15-12. And we have a substitution, as Faith Spurl will come in for Tatum Bargender. Spurl for Bargender, 6 for 7. As Spurl serves, and Hit back to Grawl, and that was too many hits. There's 4 hits, and so the Falcons pick up a point as it's 15-13. Here's Spurl. She serves it. Right there is Waller. And that is swatted, and a great spike from Carlson. And a point for the Comets, and their lead is back up to 3. 16-13 Comets. As from Bogard. No, I'm sorry, that was Olivia Grawl. I apologize. Bogard just served. And another spike from Peyton Carlson. She has had some very nice spikes tonight. And it looks like Abbotsford is going to call a timeout. And we will take a timeout as well. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports at 17-13. Comets over Abbotsford.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite.
Welcome back, everybody. 17-13 Waupaca leading Abbotsford here in the first set. As Olivia Grawl will serve for the Comets. Here's Grawl, and that is returned by Rivera, and that's going to sneak over, and right there, that is Summer Broadhagen to knock it back for the Falcons, and a spike coming from number 13, Jenna Doro, and it's 18-13 Comets. It's Olivia Grawl again. Rivera. Oh! Another spike. That is Peyton Carlson. (19-13) Comets as Olivia Grawl serves. And that is an ace. I think some miscommunication between Falcons. I think Sydney Faltasek, number 2, was a little far back, and she just couldn't get to that ball in time. 20-13 Comets. Here's Grawl. Rivera. Back. That is sent long by number 2, Sydney Faltasek. And it is 21-13 in favor of the Comets. Here's Olivia Grawl again. And that is sent by Soik. Hit back and reach, and that's blocked. And Waupaca touched the net on that play. That is why the Falcons got a point on that play. As Briseda Escalera will now serve for the Falcons. And right there is Carlson. And a nice return, and that is hit over by Spurl, calling for Waller. And that is up, and that is a perfectly soft spike from number 15, Brooklyn. And it is 22-14 Comets. And it looks like we have a substitution, as number 2, Alexis Schultz, will come in for number 13, Jenna Doro. So Schultz for Doro. As Rivera. That's Soik, and that is hit by Schultz. Waller calls for it. There's Carlson, and wow! What a hit from Peyton Carlson. She made number 16, Adriana Rivera. I don't think Rivera was quite ready for that power of a spike. What a hit from Carlson. 23-14 Comets. Alexis Schultz serving for Waupaca. It's been a pretty impressive first set from the Comets. Schultz ready. That is hit by number 3, Callie Rush. And Rush, that ball is tipped, but back to the Comets. There's Carlson, a short tip, and Faith Spurl tried to lay out and dig for that one, but it is not enough. And it is 24-14. And it is game point. While the ref talks to the scoring table, let me tell you about Simpson's Restaurant. Whether you're in the mood for fresh seafood or a mouth-watering burger, you'll find just what you're looking for at Simpson's Restaurant. Enjoy a relaxing environment or sit on the outdoor patio and let Simpson's take care of dinner tonight in downtown Waupaca. That sounds pretty good, actually. Looks like we are ready. Here is Schultz. And there's Rivera, Spurl. And that ball is going to sail out of bounds. That was number 9, Summer Broadhagen, and the Falcons are still alive, as this will bring up number 14, Haley Soik, the senior, to serve for Abbotsford. Soik. There's Waller. Back, and that is hit over by number 10, Sydney Ruffalo. And that is going to be out of bounds from number 9, Summer Broadhagen, and that is going to end the first game, and the Comets win it 25-15, and they lead this game, this match, 1-0. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
There's definitely family
Welcome back, everybody, to Waupaca. If you're just joining us, the Comets took game 1, 25-15, and lead this match 1-0. And we are getting ready to start the second game. That was a pretty impressive set from the Comets. Saw a lot of power behind a lot of those hits. This is a very talented team that has a lot of potential to go very far, not just in the Northeastern Conference, but in the WIAA. They've looked impressive tonight and are still looking to stay undefeated, but we still got Abbotsford is not done. As we get ready, and we are underway, and that is returned. And that is going to be hit over by Volleyball. And the Falcons draw first blood here in the second set. 1-0 Abbotsford. That was Josie Peterson who served that first one for the Comets. And that is hit by Rush. And I believe that was long. The game is tied now, 1-1. As this hit over. And oh, wow. A nice hit from the Falcons by number 5, Briseda Escalera, and number 4, Emma O'Keefe, who is a new senior, and is 2-1 Abbotsford. As that is sent back, and that is Peyton Carlson. Man, she has been piling those up tonight, and this game is tied at 2. Nice hit from Carlson as the libero Natalie Waller will come out for number 15 Brooklyn Johannick. That is hit over by Olivia Grawl. And that is hit over by Volleyball. And a spike. And that is going to sail long from number 13, Jenna Doro. And the Falcons regain the lead. It's 3-2. As number 6, Faith Spurl will come in for number 7, Tatum Bargender. As here's Spurl with a serve. And that is Carlson. Knocking it to Peterson. Carlson, a short little spike. Man, she has looked very impressive tonight. It looks like the Comets have substitution. That'll be Alexa Schultz coming in for number 13, Jenna Doro. And it is an even game at 3-3. Schultz. There's Rivera. Hitting it to Spurl. There is Soik. And that's blocked and hit again. Rivera. And there's Waller serving it up to Carlson. Back to Spurl. And still going for the, and that is going to be, that was tipped. Or no, they're calling it long. Peyton Carlson is arguing that ball was tipped. But that one goes in the favor of Abbotsford. And the Falcons lead 4-3, as this will be Escalera serving. And Waller got a little bit up on the arms. And it is 5-3 Falcons. Here is Escalera again. This time Waller hits it back to Carlson. There is Peterson. And she sends it long. And that'll make it 6-3 Falcons. Here's Briseda Escalera. And that is going to sail wide and out of bounds. And it'll be 6-4 in favor of the Falcons. Fan over there lost his hat. Still reaching for it. Peyton Carlson. There you go. He got it. Peyton Carlson with a serve, and boy, that is a nice serve off the hands of Callie Rush. And the Comets pick up 2 points in a row to make it a 1-point game at 6-5 Abbotsford. Here's Riley Carlson. As there's Adriana Rivera. As that was Faltasek, and she hits it right into the net. And it is a tie game. It is 6-6. Here's Carlson. Nice serve. And right there is number 14, Grace Bogard. And that is going to be out of bounds. It was a close ball. Riley Soik with the Falcons leading 7-6 over the Comets as Carlson bumps it. A set from Schultz and a spike from Bogard. And a like that ball is tipped up in the air. Spurl. And that is hit over by Espino. And that is blocked. A combination of Rush and Faltasek. I believe that was actually Rush that hit it earlier, not Espino. Riley Soik serves it. There's Carlson with a bump up and a set from Schultz up to Bogard, a spike. Spurl is there, and a spike from Summer Broadhagen. And it is 9-6 Falcons after the Comets responded with 3 points. The Falcons have responded with 3 of their own. And it's a 9-6 game. Here is Riley Soik. There is Carlson. Schultz. Bogard. Spurl. And Rush is blocked by number 14, Grace Bogard, as we have a substitution. Brooklyn Johanic comes out, and Olivia Grawl will come in. Grawl for Johanic. And it's 9-7 Abbotsford. As there is Faltasek, and that is hit over by Spurl. There is Schultz, Rivera, back to Spurl, and that is blocked. Spurl gets it back, and a nice job by the Falcons. There's Grawl, and that is in there. A nice spike from number 11, Olivia Grawl, and the Comets have cut the lead down to 1. It's 9-8. Natalie Waller serving for the Comets. Number 1, she is a sophomore. And Waller, line drive, and that is going to be long. Out of bounds, and 10-8. And we have a substitution for the Falcons. Spurl will come out, and Tatum Bargender, number 7, will come back in. Summer Broadhagen will serve for the... There is Waller, back to Schultz, up to Grawl, and returned by Broadhagen. And Bogard serves it. That's a return back to Rivera, and Adriana Rivera able to sneak that one in. And it's 11-8 Abbotsford. That was a nice rally. We saw a lot of spikes. Had a lot of heat on them. I'm telling you, I couldn't hit those. Wow. That was an impressive rally for both teams. That's Summer Broadhagen. As that is Josie Peterson hitting it back. And there is Callie Rush. Carlson. There's Grawl. And Faltasek is blocked. Returned back by Broadhagen. And tipped over. And they'll go for a point for the Falcons. I believe there was either interference or... Not sure what happened there. We did see 2 players fall. There's Carlson setting it up for Schultz. There's Bogard. Rivera. Back up to Soik. She sets it over. There's Schultz. And Grawl. And that's going to be off the net. That was Callie Rush. She tried to save it. And it is 12-9. As we have a substitution. Alexis Schultz will come out, and Jenna Dora will come in. Here's Josie Peterson serving. And a nice serve from Peterson. And that is hit over by Bargender. And, boy, that just hugs the line, but it goes and drops. And it's 13-9 Abbotsford. And another substitution as Escalera will come in for Rivera. Here's Callie Rush serving now. Waller. That is Peterson up to Olivia Grawl, and that is going to be long and out of bounds. 14-9 in favor of Abbotsford. There, thank you. And we have a Waupaca timeout, and we will take a timeout as well. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose the
Let's bring it back. The timeout is over, and we are back here in Waupaca. As Callie Rush will serve. There's Riley Carlson. Peterson up to, and I believe that was blocked. And Waller tried to bat it back to Peterson, and the Falcons pick up another point. It's 15-9. Here's Callie Rush. There's Waller. Back to Jenna Doro. And the Comets get a point. A nice spike from Doro. And it's 15-10. Abbotsford. Falcons have looked much better in the second game than they did the first game. They've made some adjustments. Here is number 2, Alexis Schultz. No, sorry. Number 4, Emma O'Keefe. Here's Soik, O'Keefe. Up top for Peterson, up top for Grawl, and a nice soft spike, and Olivia Grawl is able to sneak one in there. Just want to also talk about Schuler's Great Expectations. For great food and great entertainment in Waupaca, make it Schuler's Great Expectations. There's always a game on, and take your pick of plenty of delicious lunch and dinner choices. Great Expectations in Waupaca. As O'Keefe hits it back to Peterson. And there is Carlson. Soik bumps it. And a soft spike. And nice play from number 2, Sydney Faltasek. And it's 16-11. I got to stop reading these restaurant ads. They make me hungry every time. Yeah. Nice diving save by Waller. There's Soik. And that was tipped at the net. But there's Carlson. And that is wide and out of bounds. Carlson's had a lot of good spikes tonight, but that one was close, but it was just out of bounds. 17-11 Abbotsford. As Briseda Escalera had to go run and get that ball. As Faltasek will now serve. And I believe that was out. Yep, it'll be out of bounds. 17-12. As Riley Waller comes out and Brooklyn Johannick comes in. Here's Rivera. It up. Here's Soik. And that's in. Wow. The Comets chose to take the risk and let that ball go out. But it does land in. It must have just landed on the line. As Faith Spurl comes in for Tatum Bargender. Here's Spurl. There's Carlson. Peterson. Carlson. Oh, Carlson is blocked. And a nice try for a diving dig by O'Keefe. What a block. I believe that was Escalero who got up there. Carlson has had those spikes all night. That's one of the adjustments I think that the Falcons have made in the second game. Here's Faith Spurl. There's O'Keefe, and it's off her. And it is 20-12 and an 8-point lead for the Comets. And we have a timeout from Waupaca. Abbotsford doing a much better job here in the second game. We'll be right back. You're watching Zaleski Sports.
At Auto Select, we have one goal: to be your choice for repair, service, and time.
Welcome back, sports fans. It is 20-12 Abbotsford as Faith Spurl set to serve it for the Falcons. Here's Spurl, Carlson, Peterson, and that is turned away. That's a block. There's Peterson, Carlson, Rivera, Spurl, back up top to Brodhagen, and there's Carlson, and she's blocked again. And that is Escalera, a nice soft spike, I apologize. And it is a 9-point lead for Abbotsford, 21-12 Falcons. Let's face Spurl. And that's going to be long. Nice job by Emma O'Keefe to let that one go out of bounds. As Alexis Schultz will come in for number 13, Jenna Doro. 21-13 Abbotsford. Falcons trying to even this match at a game apiece. Here's Schultz. And Rivera, that'll be a point for the Comets, 21-14. Looks like we're watching football. Here is Alexis Schultz. As Rivera, 3 straight points for the Comets. Coming back in it a bit. Still got a little bit of a hill to climb. 21-15. And I believe we're going to have a timeout Abbotsford. And we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports. Sorry. Welcome back. 21-15 Abbotsford. Alexis Schultz will serve for the Comets. Schultz. Here's Rivera. Spurl. Escalera. Back to Brodhagen. There's Waller. Schultz. And Johannick just turned away, and Soik, not Soiked, Soik. That'll be a point for Abbotsford. 22-15 as Escalera will now serve. There's Waller, Schultz, back up top to Peterson. There's Soik, Spurl, and now the set from Soik. Spike from Soik, my God, I cannot talk. There's Carlson. Back to Spurl, and the spike from Brodhagen, and an ice. And, oh, wow, Soik just with a powerful spike. And it's 23-15 Abbotsford. That makes the traveling faithful happy. A few visiting spectators here tonight from Abbotsford. Appreciate them for making the drive. But a nice student section for the Comets. Looks like we do have a meeting between the refs, I believe, to discuss most recent point. Also, we would like to just take this time to tell you about our friends at Office Outfitters. Office Outfitters is your #1 stop shop for business. Visit us online at www.officeoutfitters.com or stop in store at downtown Waupaca. There's Schultz, and I believe that was a double hit. (24-15) and a game point here for Spurl. Escalera. Rush. And a nice save by Carlson. Back to Carlson. And Escalera, Spurl, and that's going to sail, and the Comets stay alive. 24-16. This Escalera will come out. And it looks like Rivera, number 16, Adriana Rivera. Here's Carlson, Rivera, Spurl, and that is Broadhagen. Waller, that is and that'll be a point for the Comets. Waupaca stays alive. Grace Bogard. And, wow, that's an ace from Carlson. And the Comets are not going anywhere yet. 24-18. I mean, it helps that they have probably... Brendan just says, I jinxed the Comets. There's Carlson. Spurl. That's Rush. Schultz. And that's out of bounds. That was out of bounds by number 9, Josie Peterson, and the Falcons respond. They take game 2, and we are tied at a game apiece. No, wait a minute. We are not done. I believe that was out of bounds, but they changed the call. It's still in, and this game is not over. I apologize to any Waupaca fans. We'll get that fixed. 24-19. Here's Carlson serving it. There's Spurl. Carlson. Schultz. Carlson again. Rivera. Top, there's Waller. Schultz sets it over the net. Spurl back to Soik. Oh, nice save by Bogard. There's Carlson again. And 24-20. Wow. This was 24-15 at a point. There's Carlson. And that was off the hands of Rush. It's 24-21. My goodness. And we got a timeout, Abbotsford. Wow, what a run so far by the Comets. And we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to propane, this
we're a little late, but Abbotsford is finally able to close out the set, and we are now tied at a game apiece. Got to give it to the Comets. They did not die in that set, but, well, during this break, why don't we tell you about another one of our sponsors. Sponsors, not sponsors. I don't think that's a word. Community Insurance. Community Insurance is your independent agency able to stop and compare the best insurance options on your behalf to find the best combination of cost and coverage. If you're looking for a better insurance experience, you'll love doing business with Community Insurance. Again, that's Community Insurance. The thing I love about these is these are all local ads. We're advertising local ads. You know, it's not McDonald's, Nike, Reebok, ads that really don't need any more press. Pepsi, you know, advertise. Go to local restaurants, shop locally. You know, these businesses need a lot more money than places like Target and fast food restaurants. But you know, sometimes nothing beats a fast food burger. But you know, it's always good to just stay local, and I feel like northeastern Wisconsin and just pretty much Wisconsin in general is always really good about trying to support local businesses, especially in the Appleton area, Green Bay, Oshkosh, Stevens Point, Wausau. Most areas, if they have good local businesses, you're going to see them flourish here in Wisconsin. We also can't forget about our friends at Waupaca Mattresses. Save over 40 to 70% on major mattress brands with factory direct prices at Waupaca Mattresses. No appointment needed. Just stop in and save on County Road QQ in Waupaca. Again, that's County Road QQ in Waupaca. And we're going to take a quick break. And you're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports. We'll have the third set when we come back.
Waupaca Grill and Pub is
Welcome back, everybody. About ready to start the third set here tonight. Waupaca took the first set, 25-15, and Abbotsford was able to survive a really big Comets rally towards the end and win it 25-21 in the second set to even it up at 1. Left my roster sheet on the other side of the monitor. Probably would be helpful. As we are about ready to start. Just want to thank, like I always do, thank my producer, Brendan Retzloff. Done a great job. This is our third game we've done together. We did a football game between Waupaca and Luxembourg Casco. Last week it was Waupaca versus Fox Valley Lutheran at Fox Valley Lutheran. Had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but after that we were able to figure it out. Yeah, it was. You know what? We're just not going to talk about that. Never doing this volleyball game. Had a little problem, but nothing that we couldn't handle. I mean, it is technology. Technology sometimes tends to fail us sometimes. As there's Callie Rush. As I guess we're going to just do that serve over. Guess we're just going to do that over. Here's Callie Rush. And now we are good to go. There's Waller, Schultz. And there's Bogard. And I think she was... I'm not sure what she did there. But either way, Abbotsford draws first blood. 1-0 Falcons. Here's Rush. There is Peterson. Schultz. Carlson. And that is going to be out of bounds. So Abbotsford with 2 early points. 2-0 Falcons. Here is Callie Rush. Waller. There's Escalera and a nice diving. And that is going to be knocked out of bounds by Alexis Schultz. She was not happy with herself after that. 3-0 Abbotsford to start things out. Falcons have made some great adjustments after that first game, but give Waupaca credit. They have played some excellent defense and have made some excellent hits. And that is out of the reach of Peyton Carlson. A nice try, but she cannot make the play, and it is 4-0 Abbotsford. Yeah, a diving dig. Well, just a dig, actually. It's not really a diving dig. You always dive when you're digging. There's Rush, Waller, Schultz. There's Bogard, and that is off the hands of Summer Broadhagen, number 9, and the Comets are finally on the board, and it is 4-1 Abbotsford, and we have a substitution. Schultz will come out, and Jenna Doro will come in. As Josie Peterson will serve. As there's Rivera. And, boy, I think number 2, Sydney Faltasek, knew that there was no way it was going to end well for her. So she just... There's Josie Peterson. And, oh, that's off the hands of Briseda Escalera, and the Comets have responded with 3 straight, and it is 4-3 Abbotsford. Josie Peterson. And that is bumped by Soik and spiked by Escalera. Carlson bumps it, set from Peterson, spiked by Bogard, and out of the reach of Soik. And this game is tied at 4-4. Abbotsford had some early momentum. The Comets come roaring back. Here's Peterson. And that is from Broadhagen up to Faltasek. There's Olivia Grawl, and back to Escalera. Carlson. And we got a whistle. And it looks like Abbotsford is going to get a point there. I'm not sure what happened.
The Waupaca coach doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, it looks like Waupaca coach Liz Neer doesn't know either. Here's Peterson, and that is returned, and that is Soik, and boy, Escalera tried to bump that, but it all got net. But all it got was net, and it's a 5-5 game. What? Yeah, that's what they're changing Got Milk to. Got Net. That's the internet version. Here's Grace Bogard, and that is a fault right into the net. And the Falcons regain the lead at 6-5. And we have a substitution. Faye Spurl will come in for Tatum Bargader, 6 for 7. Here is Faye Spurl. Waller. Peterson. Carlson, and that is off the hands of number 9, Summer Broadhagen. And it is 6-6. Been pretty evenly matched so far. Here's Olivia Grawl now serving for the Comets. There's Rivera, Spurl, and a spike from Faltasek. Here's Carlson. Oh, what a nice little... kind of a set/spike there almost, a one-handed set. And, well, I'll tell you, Peyton Carlson has played very well tonight. Here's Olivia Grawl serving. That is Rivera bumping it up to Soik. And, oh, wow, nice play by the senior Haley Soik. And that is senior leadership right there. As Callie Rush will now come in for number 16, Adriana Rivera. As Briseda Escalera will now serve for the Falcons. 7-7. And I believe that was, and that's out of bounds. I think. I don't know. They haven't given us a score yet. It's Waupaca's point. It is out of bounds. Yep, 8-7 Comets. Sorry, they took a little bit with the score there. Alexis Schultz. There's Soik. Spurl. Back to Soik, and a nice spike. Wow. He went right at number 10, Sydney Ruffalo. What a spike from Soik. I'll tell you, when I spike in volleyball, they do not look like that. Haley Soik. There's Peyton Carlson and Schultz. Wow. Waller, that's going to hit the net. Would have been very impressive if that had gotten over the net from Natalie Waller, but it is a point for the Falcons, and it's 9-8 Abbotsford. There's Carlson digging it out. And, wow, that is just smothered. I believe that was Faltasek right up front along with Broadhagen. And it's 10-8 Abbotsford. Here's Soik. Carlson. Wow. That was an awkward position for Carlson on that serve from Soik. And it's 11-8 Abbotsford. And we're going to have a Waupaca timeout. Comets are going to regroup and recollect, and we're going to take a timeout break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Waupaca Mattresses is Waupaca's
Welcome back. 11-8 Falcons. They've been on a nice little run here thanks to Haley Soik serving and some good defense. Here is Soik. And a serve. There's Waller. Schultz. And that's Carlson. And out of the reach of Soik. That was a perfect spike from Peyton Carlson. And the MVP chants coming down from the Waupaca student section. Carlson has definitely played like an MVP tonight, though. A lot of good spikes, good defense. Here is Peyton Carlson. Nice serve. There's Rivera, Spurl, Soik. Back there is Schultz, and that's going to be Bogard. Oh, she's blocked. Bogard. There's Rivera getting over the net, and oh. A nice try from Sydney Faltasek, but that is a point for the that is a point for the Comets, and it's 11-10. Peyton Carlson and Soik, Broadhagen, Rivera, Carlson, Schultz, and that goes into the net. That was out of the reach of Grace Bogard, and it is 12-10 Abbotsford. As that is Broadhagen. Nice low serve, dug out by Bogard. And Callie Rush had an awkward position. She hits it right into the net. And a point for the Comets. 12-11, Abbotsford. We have a substitution. Olivia Grawl comes in for Brooklyn Johannicht. Here's Natalie Waller. And a low serve by Waller. And Rivera gets that over. There's Carlson. And Josie Peterson, oh wow, that was a nice hit. There's Haley Soik, and that is going to sail way out of bounds. And this game is tied, 12-12. This third game has been very evenly matched. Here's Waller, and well, just as I say that, it is served into the net. Maybe Brendan is right, maybe I am jinxing the Comets. It's Callie Rush now serving for Abbotsford as Carlson bumps it up, sets it from Schultz, and that is a beautiful spike from Olivia Grawl, and we are tied at 13. And we have a substitution. Schultz is out. Jenna Doro is now in. Doro for Schultz. Here's Peterson. Oh, that is long. Peterson had a little too much on that one. And the Falcons regain the lead. 14-13 Abbotsford. About at the halfway point of this. That is Faltasek. Nice dig from Carlson and a great hit from number 13, Jenna Doro. And we're tied at 14. Boy, they are just punch for punch in this third game. And we have a substitution as number 10, Sydney Ruffalo, will come in for number 14, Grace Bogart, and Sydney Ruffalo will serve. And boy, Ruffalo serves it right into the net. And Bargender will come out for Spurl, who Spurl will serve. Substitutions has stayed pretty much the same for each player. Here's Spurl and a serve. There's Waller. Peterson. And that is returned by Ruffalo. Spurl back to Soik. And I think that went off the hands of Grawl and Doro. And it's 16-14 Falcons. Here's Spurl. Carlson. And Carlson tips it. And that's going to probably be a point for the Comets. I believe that Preseda Escalera might have either double hit that or carried it. There's Olivia Grawl as Rivera back to Spurl. And that is going to be a point for the Falcons. 17-15 Abbotsford. As Preseda Escalera serving for the Falcons. There's Carlson. Back to Carlson from Peterson. Spurl. Broadhagen. Carlson. Peterson. And that is Doro being blocked. That's Carlson again, and she's blocked, and wow. What a block from number 3, Callie Rush. 18-15 in favor of the Falcons. And the Waupaca student section up and out with the ball retrieving again. Not sure why, but they're not doing any harm. Could just be trying to help. (18-15) Falcons. Preseda Escalera serving again, and it looks like we've got taking a little delayed break here. And now here's Escalera serving it. There's Carlson again. Peterson. And Johannek. I believe that was off the hands of Escalera. And it's 18-16 as the Comets get a much-needed point. We're going to take a timeout. I just want to tell you about our friends at Stone Innovations. Get your next countertop, island, or stone wall from Stone Innovations. They specialize in the fabrication, design, and installations of such a great variety of stone products. For residential, commercial, or public structures, look to Stone Innovations at stoneinnovations.net. Again, that's stoneinnovations.net. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports. Welcome back. 18-16 Abbotsford leading Waupaca here in the third set. As Alexis Schultz now serving. As Soik, Spurl, that's Broadhagen, and a nice dig from Ruffalo. And I believe Abbotsford might have reached over the net before Waupaca hit that ball. And I think that's what they're calling a reach over. Comets get a point. It's a 1-point game. 18-17. Here's Alexis Schultz. And Schultz. Ooh, that was close. And they're going to give that to the way of Abbotsford. They'll be out of bounds. And it's 19-17 Falcons. So here's Haley Soik serving, number 14. And Soik serves it right into the net, and Comets get that point right back. 19-18. What a game this has been. Peyton Carlson. There's Spurl. As here is Bogard, and that's in. Wow. Bogard hugging that line just a bit. Was right on the line, and that was a great hit from Bogard, a great spike. And we are all tied at 19. Here is Peyton Carlson. Here's Spurl. And Rush. Wow. Rush just got a hand on it, and the Falcons regain the lead as here comes Bargender for Broadhagen. And that is another point for the Falcons. And we have a timeout for Waupaca. And we're going to take a quick break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
Welcome back. 21-19 Abbotsford here in the third set. As Broadhagen serving. There's Schultz back to Bogard. Off the hands of Soik. There's Rivera getting it up ahead. There's Bargender. She is able to bump it over the net. Schultz. Bogard, and that's sent back. Carlson, what a save. And wow, what a job by the Comets to get that ball over the net. And that's Rush. Back over. There's Peterson. Soft serve. There is Faltasek. Bargender. And Rush. Wow, what a save by Waller. Rivera. There is Rush again. Carlson. And we got a whistle. And that is going to be a point to the Falcons. Thought I heard a whistle, but I didn't want to say anything. There's Carlson. Schultz. There's Johannick hitting it back over. There's Bargender. Wow, nice job to get over the net. There's Schultz. And Bogard. Wow, great shot. What a hit by Bogard. And now we got a substitution. Johannick comes out. Olivia Grawl back in. (22-20) Abbotsford. Here is Natalie Waller. Rivera. Back up top. Rush. Schultz. Bogard. Nice save by Rivera. Bargender, had to time that. There's Soik. Carlson. Schultz. There's Bogard. And, boy, Rivera kind of got in Haley Soik's way right there. And that costs the Falcons. And we got a 1-point game, folks. 22-21 here in the third set. Obviously, the theme of tonight's game for the Waupaca student section is jersey. Obviously, those who are viewing obviously can't see it, but we got a Reggie White, Russell Wilson, Donovan Mitchell. There's well, yeah, going retro there. Russell Wilson with a Seahawks jersey. There's Olivia Grawl, Haley Soik, and that is set up for Bargender. And I believe that was a double hit. 23-21, and the Falcons drawing closer to taking this third set. Here's Rush, Waller, Schultz, and that is Bogard, and that is way long. And it is a game point here for the Falcons. And I think that ball might have rolled. Nope, we're good. I thought the ball might have rolled under the bleachers. The point of no return for some people. Or, well, actually, never mind. That was Waupaca. That was Waupaca's point. Must have been tipped. Wow. Okay. That actually changes the momentum quite a bit. Now you're talking about going from game point to a 1-point game. It's fall in Wisconsin, and it's almost time for deer hunting season. If you're looking for hunting or recreational property, just call Brian Rush with Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. Again, that number is 715-213-4468 at Whitetail Properties. And it's like Olivia Grawl and Summer Broadhagen are over there talking with the official, the line judge, I should say. And my correction, it is Abbotsford's point. That ball was not tipped. I think he was asking possibly the Abbotsford player if it was tipped. I'm not sure what went on there. But it is Abbotsford point, so it is game point. The Waupaca fans do not like that. As now Callie Rush has a chance to put the Falcons up 2-1. If we ever start it. See, this is where video review would come in handy. Throw it to our New York studio and our rules analyst Mike Pereira, or just now they're talking about it again. And for a third time, it is Abbotsford's point. All right, here we go. Callie Rush serving to try to end this third game. And now we've got a timeout called by Waupaca, and we will take a quick timeout as well in this confusing time. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
And we're back, and we're ready to try to end. Here's Callie Rush. Waller, oh, no, it's Peterson. And Bogart is blocked. Carlson, Peterson. Carlson, almost caught the Falcon. Soik, there's Carlson again. Waller calling for it. Sets it up for Bogart. There's Olivia Grohl. There's Abbotsford trying to. Escalera got it down. Wow. With all that back and forth, you had to figure eventually something was going to fall, and it does. And the Abbotsford Falcons are now one set away from victory as they take set number 3, 25-21, an exact duplicate of the score of the second set. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and bring you the 4th set when we come back. You're watching high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports with Abbotsford leading 2-1.
There's definitely family pride in this. I mean, just thinking back that this business has been built since the late 1800s. My great-great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my father all working toward the same goal. There's definitely a lot of pride in that, and you want to make sure that you make the family proud.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of fall at the Clearwater Harbor Lakefront Restaurant. A scenic and vibrant environment welcomes you to a perfect place to grab a bite to eat, enjoy live music on the dock, or simply take in the beauty of the chain of lakes of Waupaca. The menu is filled with burgers, sandwiches, appetizers, and more, and there's so much more than just a restaurant. With boat cruises and private event options available too. Get your family and friends together and make dinner an experience you're guaranteed to love at Clearwater Harbor on Highway Double Q in Waupaca.
Fletcher's Jewelers is Waupaca's own local jeweler with an exceptional line of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, and a variety of bracelets. As your 4th generation jeweler, they have the experience you can count on with an emphasis always on you, the customer. Get the perfect necklace, earrings, or bracelet in gold, sterling silver, or white gold. And you've got the perfect gift for a birthday, anniversary, special occasion, or just because. They carry the top brands and even offer Wisconsin Badger and Packer items. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
Welcome back as we're about ready to start the 4th set with Abbotsford leading 2-1. We also just want to take this time to tell you about Culligan Water of Waupaca. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Again, that's CulliganH2O.com. There's Peyton Carlson, the first serve, and Haley Soik. There's Carlson taking it back, and there's Olivia Grohl. High, and there's Waller. Peterson. And wow. And that's exactly what they needed as Jenna Doro knocks it down. Wait a minute. It's going to actually be Abbotsford's point. I'm not sure what happened there. Looked clean, but there's Peterson. There's Jenna Doro. Escalera. There's Escalera again, setting it over. There's Peterson back to Doro. Rush. And, oh, wow. Broadhagen could not handle the wicked hop off the arms of Kelly Rush. And this game is tied at 1. Emma O'Keefe now serving. There is Rivera and Broadhagen. Nice dig by Rivera. Carlson, wow. 2-1 Falcons. Carlson's spike. Broadhagen. Soik. Back to Olivia Grawl. Nice dig by Rivera. Escalera back to Soik. And there's O'Keefe. Grawl, oh, she is blocked. Riley Soik was right there. And it's 3-1 Abbotsford in the early goings. 25 doesn't seem like a big number, and until you watch a volleyball game, it's a lot of points, actually. Wow, out of the reach of Carlson. And Waupaca looking a little flat coming out of the break. The room for error is minimum in this set for the Comets. You don't want to. There's Falkasek. And wow, nice spike from Carlson. There's Doro. And there's Escalera. Peterson bumps it over. Peterson bumps it to Doro. And Carlson, a little short spike off the top of the net. But it is a point. And it is 4-2 Falcons. Olivia Grawl now serving for the Comets. Grawl, Soik, Escalera is able to bump it over the net. As Carlson tipped. Here's Bargender. Back to Peterson. Up to Johannick. And Carlson. That is going to be close. It's either going to be off the hands of Abbotsford and out of bounds, or it was. I think that should be a point for Waupaca, as that was off the hands, I believe, of Bargender, and it landed out of bounds. And this should make it a 4-3 game. Officials getting together, both line judges and officials, all officials. They are all officials, certified by the WIAA. And wow, they give it to Abbotsford. My goodness. Wow. I thought for sure that was going to be a Waupaca point. But it does go the way of the Falcons, as now that'll bring up Faith Spurl, the freshman, number 6. As there's Carlson. Peterson tips it over. And, wow, Haley Soik just able to poke that over to the reach of Natalie Waller. And it is 6-2 Abbotsford. Spurl. Carlson. Peterson, oh, high arcer. And Payne Carlson did all she could on that. And that is going to result in a Waupaca timeout. What a start for Abbotsford here in this 4th set. We're going to take a commercial break. You're watching High School Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
As an athlete, there's one constant that remains the most important aspect of your game: injury prevention. Roberts Physical Therapy now offers the Pineries Running Lab, your one-stop running center focusing on working with runners to prevent injuries and enhance your performance. From running exclusive sports like cross-country and track and field to running inclusive sports like football, basketball, baseball, and soccer, let Roberts Physical Therapy's Pineries Running Lab meet you at the track, your home, or the field and help you prevent injury and keep on running. Call Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
If you lose direction, you can
Here's Spurl serving it, and that's O'Keefe up to Peterson. There's Spurl sending it back to Rivera. And now the spike. Wow, nice save by Carlson. That's Doro hitting it back. Wow. There's Spurl. Waller. Peterson. Carlson. There's Spurl keeping it alive. Johannick. There's Waller again, hitting it back to Peterson. There's Carlson with the spike, and she got it. Nice spike from Peyton Carlson. And the Comets get a much-needed point, and it's 7-3. But don't quote me on this, but I do believe somebody has a cutout of Peyton Carlson's face. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's her or not, as Alexis Schultz serves now for the Comets. As I believe that was Escalera who sent it long, and the Comets make it a 7-4 game. Yes, that was Briseida Escalera, number 5. Here's Alexis Schultz. Here's Spurl. And a nice save from Schultz. And that's going to be out of bounds. And here come the Comets at 7-5. This is Alexis Schultz now serving. Soik. Wow. Not the prettiest of hits from Faye Spurl, but she saw there was that open area, and she made the Comets pay for it. And it's 8-5. So now that'll bring up Briseida Escalera now serving. Escalera to Carlson. Schultz back up top for Peterson. Here is Spurl. That's Broadhagen. And that's going to be Abbotsford's points. I believe it hit the pole on the net, which I do not believe counts as. Here's Escalera, Waller, Peterson, Carlson, and that is going to be out of bounds and a fault, and it's 10-5 Abbotsford. Here's Briseida Escalera, Carlson, Schultz, Johannick. That was tipped. Spurl back to Rush. Nice save by Waller. And that is Carlson. Carlson sets it. Back-to-back sets for Carlson, and she is blocked. That was a combination of Soik and Rush. And it is 11-5 Abbotsford. And ever since that first set, the Falcons have just... Yeah, they've just looked like a better team. And that is going to be off the hands. That was Brooklyn Johannick, I believe, who made that soft spike. It's BK. That's what they're chanting. I couldn't remember what. I don't know. And that's long from Peyton Carlson. It's BJ, which is actually kind of worse if you think about it, but Brooklyn Johannick. Here's Riley Soik. Haley Soik, jeez. That's set long. Wow, off the hands of Schultz, and Waller couldn't get to it. And it is 13-6 Abbotsford. There we go. Here's Soik. Waller. Nice play by Peterson. Bogard. Schultz. Peterson into the net. And it's an 8-point lead for Abbotsford. It's 14-6. The Comets have just been a different team since that first set. Here's Waller. Schultz to Bogard. And that's a nice spike. And that's what the Comets needed. A much-needed point. And it's 14-7. As Grawl will come back in for Johannick. Or BJ, as she's better known. As Natalie Waller. They could use... Here's Rush. Waller. Back to Bogard. There's Rivera. Spurl. And that is Rush. Here is Bogard again, and she's blocked. And another point for Abbotsford. It's 15-7. Never want to feel like you're out of a game, but a big run is needed here for Waupaca if they want to stay in this game. As the serve by Broadhagen. Back to Strahl. And that'll be Waupaca's point. 15-8. Olivia Grawl. As out comes Schultz, and in comes Jenna Doro. Josie Peterson serves. Soik. There's Waller. Peterson. Bogard. High. Bogard. Back to Peterson. And back to Bogard. And Rivera sends this one high up. And nice hit by Grawl. 15-9. 2 straight for the Comets. As Josie Peterson will serve again. And the Comets need a good run here to get back in this game. Here's Peterson. Rivera. Broadhagen. And Bargender. Wow. Kind of an excuse me hit from Tatum Bargender, but it does the job. And the Falcons extend their lead to 7. 16-9. Here's Rush. Waller. Peterson. And Doro serves it right into the net. Spikes it right into the net. 17-9. Here is Callie Rush. 17-9 Abbotsford. Yeah, and that goes right into the net. So Waupaca catches a break there. 17-10. As we have a substitution. And a player we have not seen yet today. And they are going to be taking out number 13, Jenna Doro, for number 8, Rachel Thobodin. And Emma O'Keefe will come in for Grace Bogard. 17-10 Falcons here in the 4th set. This might be a late game strategy for the Comets. As Rivera set up. And that's out of Rachel Waller. 18-10. What a spike from number 2, Sydney Faltasek. And it is 18-10. Falcons. It's Faltasek. Carlson, low dig. Carlson again. Wow, what a job by Peyton Carlson. Soik, short, and Olivia Grawl. Kind of a spike / set right into the net. Hey, that rhymes. 19-10. Here's Peyton Carlson. Olivia Grawl, and that ball is tipped up. And I believe that's going to be a point for the Comets. 19-11. As Olivia Grawl now serving. As Natalie Waller is now out, and Brooklyn Johannick is back in. And that's long. We have seen a lot of that tonight. Some long serves that has hurt the Comets. And it is 20-11 Abbotsford, as Spurl will come in for Bargender. (20-11), and Spurl serves it right in the net. The Falcons have given the Comets some opportunities tonight with serves in the net, as Alexis Schultz will serve and try to get the Comets back into this game. They're running out of time. Here's Schultz. Rivera. Spurl. Wow, nice save. Here's Waller. Schultz. Back up top to Carlson. And that's that was on the line. Wow. Nice spike from Carlson. Again, don't have the greatest vantage point from up here on serves, at least on the other side of the court. It is tough to see from up here. Here's Alexis Schultz, 20-13. Schultz. Soik. Escalera. And that's not going to get over. Wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have been enough hits to get the ball over the net, even if... Anyway, so 20-14. And that will result in a Abbotsford timeout. Cobbett's not quite dead yet. 2-1, Abbotsford leading this game. We're going to take a commercial break. You're watching High School Sports on Zaleski.
At Auto Select, we have one goal, to be your choice for repair, service, and tires.
We know how important your vehicle is to you. That's why we put your needs first. Our employees are not just well trained to fix your vehicle, they're skilled in providing the very best in customer service and exceeding expectations. Get the trusted service you deserve, as well as free loaner vehicles, 3% Auto Select rewards, and a nationwide warranty at our 11 convenient locations.
At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right. Here's Schultz. Soik. Spurl. Soik again, and wow. The Falcons have done a great job making Waupaca pay for mistakes in the setup. Here's Carlson. That's a low dig, and it's 22-14. And this game just starting to slip away from Waupaca. It's Escalera. And that's off the top of the net. And they call a timeout. I think she was trying to call timeout before they served that ball.
She tried to call a timeout on the last 3 serves because they weren't ready.
Yeah. So Abbotsford gets 2 points that really there should have been a timeout called. It should still be 21. It should be 21-14. Abbotsford finds itself 2 points away from a win here in Waupaca. So I want to talk about one of our sponsors here, Rustic Redefined. Rustic Redefined provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. And Heartland Farms. Heartland Farms is a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. They are currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at Heartland Farm. That's Heartland Farm. As there's Carlson, and that's long, and it is game point. And the Comets are in deep. It is a match point. I apologize. Not just a game point. Escalera. Schultz. Back up top. And there's Bogard. Waller. And miscommunication. And that is going to do it. And Abbotsford comes on the road and hands Waupaca girls volleyball their first loss of the 2022 season. A good match by both teams, and it is Abbotsford who wins 3 straight and takes it on the road. Want to thank our game day sponsors, Hasten Furniture, Office Outfitters, and AJ Holly and Sons Furniture. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for the post-game show, including an interview. And we'll be right back. You're watching High School Sports on Zaleski.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Feltz Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year. Waupaca Grill and Pub is your destination for delicious. Find plenty of TVs filled with today's sports, along with an updated menu featuring a great variety of burgers, sandwiches, wraps, paired with choice of straight cut, waffle, sweet potato fries, and pub ollies. Waupaca Pub is everything you've come to expect from a good old-fashioned sports hotspot. 11 TVs, Friday fish fries, and a variety of other specials keeps you coming back again and again. For year-round lunch and dinner in your sports world, turn to Waupaca Pub on Main Street in Waupaca.
I heard